Okay. Alright, let's get back into EXAPUNKS after a very long time without it. I did watch this cutscene in the last one, but let's re-watch it, listen to it, whatever, because it's been a while for me, and it's been a while since I put up a video for one of these.
Now I have supercomputing power. Is it feeling good? It feels the same. I'm handling a lot more information now, but other than that... funny. It's progress, at least.
Progress towards what?
Toward knowledge. All the data I've gathered so far is beginning to hint at a larger picture. Why is the world the way it is? Why does it feel so frustrating and limited? I think I have a theory. A good one. It explains a lot. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, though. We have to test it first.
Okay, so we have to test it first, and I did already watch this, but let's listen to the intro again. U.S. government FEMA genetic database, access a governmental DNA database, and overwrite one entry with another. How do you think people would react if they knew their elected officials didn't represent their interests? I think most people already feel that way. Think so? Well, that's the subject of our experiment today. We're going to make people believe their leaders are genetic clones of each other. What? Do you want to know the truth or not? It takes a certain amount of courage. Good thing there's a centralized government DNA database. I wonder who thought that was a good idea. Plant the evidence and I'll take care of the rest. I don't even understand what we're doing at this point. We're overriding the genetic sequence of Senator Walker Kane Jr. with the genetic sequence of President Walker Kane, so that it looks like the younger politician is actually a clone of the older politician. Okay, so I think it's like the joke, or whatever concept is that, like, these politicians are all the same. Wait, no, literally, they're all the same. They're all clones. But this sounds like one's the son of another. I mean, this is like basically Bush Senior, Bush the younger. I don't think the other Bush was called Bush Jr. Was he? I don't know. Names of these two politicians are available in file 300. Note that you may need to overwrite a data chunk with another data chunk from the same file. I don't know. For more information, see accessing data in legacy storage systems in the first issue. Okay, so I've seen that before. I'm just gonna get it out on my end with the physical thing I have. Cause how is that relevant to this one, I wonder? I'm looking at the guide. Oh, this must be a hard drive array. Have I done this before? Oh, maybe I should get this up. I'm not sure if I've actually done this before. Let me get that up. Because this was like the second part of something. Oh boy, I have to find the document, which I didn't really put in. Oh, there, I found it. Okay. Just get that up. Alright. So we're a little further down somewhere here. Yeah. I think we're on this. Hard drive arrays. Arrays of hard drives are still used today for certain applications. Because they store a file's data across multiple drives, they're faster to read and write, but also more complex to access than a single drive. Within the array, each drive is typically mapped to its own host and contains up to 10 files, starting with file ID 200 up to file ID 209. Each file will contain 100 values divided into 10 chunks of 10 values each. Oh my god, okay, there's a lot of divisions here. So you have... there's an array of drives. Each drive is mapped to its own host. Okay, whatever. That just means a host in the game is a drive. Blah, 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 blah. And it can contain up to 10 files, so it has 10 spaces in it. And the IDs of those files would go from 200 to 209. Inside those files are 100 values. And those 100 values are divided up into 10 chunks. Okay. Gotcha. The first file 200 in the first drive should contain a table of all backup entries contained in the drive array. A table of all backup entries contained in the drive array. Oh, okay. So the 200 file is a bit special. Each entry consists of the entry's name followed by the addresses of the chunks storing that entry's data. A chunk address is a number between 100 and 999 that points to a chunk located somewhere in the drive array. The first digit indicates the drive that contains the chunk. Oh, okay, 1 through 9. And the second digit indicates the file that contains the chunk. 0 through 9, mapping to files 200 to 209. Oh wait, oh, so it indicates the drive. So I'm just checking the game. There's only 5 drives in this level, I see, but it's either gonna start with 1, 2, 3, or 4 or 5, presumably. And then after that, so if it was like 103, this set, so O would mean I have to look in file 200, but if it was like 3, 4, 5, like the chunk address was 345, I'd have to go to the third drive, open up file 204, and then the final digit indicates the location of the chunk. Oh, and then mapping offsets. So, and then 5, the 345 thing, the 5 would tell me which chunk within that file, I guess. Because there's 10 chunks. Yeah, okay. For example, retrieve chunk 527, you'd access drive 5, grab file 202, seek to offset 70. Oh, I see. And read the next 10 values, the size of the chunk. Hey, not so complex after all. Okay, cool. This one actually made more sense than some things have in the past. That's like a kind of diagram. It's not really more useful than what it just says there, I think. This one is a little more clear. Some of these explanations were really bad in here, but I understood that fairly well. Cool. So let's try this. So, okay, so first, I guess... How does this... Oh, I see. Oh, right, because... Wait, no, what is 200? Oh, right. Yeah, because I was like... Oh, wait, this is strange, actually, because there's other 200s, but they just contain DNA sequences. I thought all the 200s would be like a special different file, but it looks like only file 200... Can I, like... Which... This file 200 right here... in the first drive has the names of all the politicians, and these are a bunch of chunk addresses. So it says the genetic sequence so that it looks like the younger politician. The names of these two. You may need to overwrite a data chunk with another data chunk from the same file. Ooh. Okay, so it looks like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, one thing I'm kind of wondering is, so their genetic sequence is made up of 10 chunks of data, which is just like genetic sequences, whatever. Why can't I, though, just say like, oh, I think I get, okay, so the goal isn't to just like take these 10 numbers and replace, like, and just put them here, because then we would see that it's exact same chunks, I guess, and like that'd be like, oh, it's too obvious, or I assume, because like if I did that, that would do it, right? Like whatever these link to, they have the same thing now. I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to make it so that 528, that chunk, is the same thing as chunk 540, and then so on with all the rest until they all line up. Even though they look different, they are actually the same, because it says so it looks like the younger politician is actually a clone. Yeah, that's a little, because it would be too simple if I could just be like, well, just take those 10 and write them over there. Okay, so what I would need to do is, also, are these names different? No, the names are always the same. That's funny. But their locations are different every time. So, okay. So what I would want to do is look up President Walker Kane in this drive. And then 540 represents drive 5, file 204, and then I think it was 0, so it would be this line here. Oh, that's nice. It's actually set up in a nice, easy to read way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So CTA, TCC, GTTT, whatever. That one, so I need to take those 10 and put them, and then I would go Senator Walker Kane Jr. 528. So 5, 2, so 202, line 8, or I think it's like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it would actually be second to last. And then this should, I think it was actually, wait, where was it? Because it was like, yeah, it was like here, right? So I would just, that AGCATA line, I would want to make it C, T, A, T, C, C, G, T, T, T. Yeah, okay. So I get the concept. Now I just have to figure out what the best way to do this is. And then it says like it's possible you might need to overwrite a data chunk with another data chunk from the same file. Now that would be annoying. That is the most annoying way to use a siren. I'd almost just want it to be a regular siren. What was that even for? That was the weirdest siren. Well, I guess I don't have an example of it here. Oh wait, yeah, no, the second one. 319 and 313. Because Senator Walker Kane, or sorry, President Walker Kane, 319, 31, oh, here. 319. This line, that's his DNA sequence. I'd want to, in Senator Walker Kane Jr.'s 313, 310123, I would need to take these in and overwrite them there. So that means that I can't just be like, because someone has to hold the file, and if the person holding the file is like reading these off, saying like, okay, so the first one's C, I can't say, okay, send that over to someone else. That someone else is gonna have that file, holding that file and writing over that, because then, and I wouldn't want it to be like, oh, it will read in C and then drop it and then pick it up and then do that, because it would forget the place that it was in, and unless I did like a whole bunch of work to like keep track of that, and that's not worth it. So instead, I should probably just have someone read off the 10 values of the president's DNA sequence, store that in like a separate file. I think is the easiest thing to do, just like make a new file, and then that file will just be ready. Like it doesn't matter. I could even have the same bot that just read in all of those go pick up the other file. Would that be efficient? I guess it doesn't really matter, and there's room for two, so I could just have two guys. It might be easy. I feel like it might be easier. Would it be easier to have one or two? Because if I have like one guy being the writer and one guy being the reader, that's what I'm wondering. Because the only difference, yeah, because I mean, like, I'm gonna have to do this over and over again, right? Like, so when I'm reading in stuff, I'm gonna have like, okay, 540. So then he goes, droop, 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 picks that up and copies a bunch of things down. And then the next thing it needs is 319. So I'd have to go out, in, and do that. If I had two, like, the only difference would be there'd be like two guys moving around, but like I don't. It's not like it's extra work to do it with one, really. So I almost feel like I should just do it with one. Oh, I guess the only thing is though, if the reader is holding on to the. Oh no, yeah, I kind of do need to. Because whoever wrote down all the values, those 10 values into their own file, needs to then read them off. And they'll need to be holding that file. Okay, so I'll have a reader bot and a writer bot. And will I have... I guess that's all I need, right? Yeah. Because I think essentially what I'll do is I'll say like, pick that up, write down present Walker Kane. Oh yeah, and I'll do this. I'll say, oh my god, what do you even say to pick up something? How has it been this long? Grab? I think it's grab. Grab 300, and then copy that present Walker Kane thing to X, I guess. And then replicate, this will be writer. Yeah, writer, and writer will copy F into X, but this time it'll be the second thing, and then they'll do their own things. So this is like the reader's stuff now. The reader will. Well, I guess both. Oh, the thing is, both of them need to look at file 200. Oh, so then I probably do. Oh, do I need a separate bot just to handle that stuff? I guess I do, because it's not like I want the bots like going back here and yeah. Oh, the only annoying thing with that is that there's only one file with all the information. Oh, okay. Now what I could do, I guess, is have the reader run through everything, all these chunks, write all that down into a file, and then the writer does all their stuff. And then you would still have the reader holding their own file and reading that stuff out to the writer, but yeah, the writer is gonna start. So I think I actually don't make a replica just yet. Or sorry, the reader is gonna start, because I just copy that down, and then I'm gonna jump 800. Is that? No, it's not jump 800. Link 800. Oops. Link 800. Link 801. Just every time you need to go there to get the info. And we are going to grab. Or whoops. I should probably. Let's see. Oh, I just realized, shoot, I need the other one at some point. How's that gonna work? Like, should I leave the file there? Should I leave it out here? Because, like, I'm just thinking, if I bring it in with me, it's fine. I could drop it, pick up that one. There's still room for one in here. I guess that's fine, actually. I think it's actually fine if I go in there, drop the 300 file, because I'll need Senator Walker Kane Jr., that name, for later. I don't really want to keep it anywhere right now. And, okay, wait, I just have to think, though, because... Wait, oh, do I need a separate bot to be like, you need to go here and then here and then here. Yeah, I probably do, don't I? Because the goal is just have one bot reading in a bunch of data, writing into their own file, and then I tell that to the writer, which goes. So I think I need someone like the speaker, like the one that's just saying like go here and then here and then here. All right, so in that case, the guy in here. Okay, so his. I see. Okay, so once I drop that, there's not room for anyone else. But if I grab 200, now there is room. And I think what I'll want to do is replicate now so that I can just start saying you go here, then go here, then go here to that new bot. Okay, so replicate. This is the reader. And the reader. Well, I guess first of all, I should just continue with the speaker person. So the speaker person, wait, how do I leave like a note? I'm just gonna like do this for my own sake because it's just like easier to read. So the speaker, do it like that. The speaker is gonna go, it has to find President Walker Kane. And I think the easiest way to do that, oh man, how has it been this long? I guess I test, right? Because I can't, yeah. Yeah, so the annoying thing is I think I would test to see, so I would say like, test if x equals, f, and then if it's true, I just start, so okay, so then, I guess I would say like, T jump or F jump. I think I would say, this is annoying. I'll say T jump. T jump to, I don't know, found or whatever. Or I'll just, no, T jump to president. And then, so the president, so this is where I would just start, like, sending out those values. So I'd say, like, copy F to M, the global register, blah, blah, blah. Okay. But if it doesn't jump there, I would want to, the cursor would be on here, and if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah. So then I would say seek 10, and then I would test again. Okay, yeah. So actually, oh, that's funny. So I do need this mark speaker. Just do it like that, and seek 10, jump marks, or jump mark speaker, jump speaker, mark speaker. That would be a good political candidate name. Just take a drink of water. Okay, so sorry, I'm just getting situated. Okay, so then I copy 540 into the global register, and that's for the reader to take in. So the reader's going to be hanging out here for now. But I think what I might actually do is have them, because they're gonna have to, or oh, they don't necessarily have to leave that, I guess. But they should be out here, yeah, because it'll just be easier that way. I was thinking like, because they're gonna need to go to one of these drives, so it's good to just have them out here. Because if they were inside there, it's kind of awkward. It's like, well, if you're in this one, stay in there. I think I'll just avoid that and just say like, just leave that. Now you can make your own file. I think I just say make. And this is where I'm going to be storing 10 lines with 10 values in each line. So basically just 100 values. And then all of that eventually is going to go into the is going to be copied over into the chunks corresponding to the senator, the younger one. All right, so I made my own file. And now this is the weird thing, because do I copy F into M? I guess I do. I was just thinking, because it's like, it's just a weird number, 540. But what I need them to think about is, oh, actually, you need to go to host 805, pick up file 204, and read line 0. And I'm wondering if it's useful for the bot that's running around to have 540, or like should the speaker bot, so should the reader or the speaker get 540? Because if the speaker just gets 540 and like changes it into 5 and then 4 and then 0, I wonder if that's better. Because I think like if it's the reader running around doing that, that might be kind of tricky, because in that case, oh, I think my mic's been like peaking. I'm sorry, I just turned it down a little bit because I think it might have been peaking that whole time. Sorry if it was like blasting. It's been a while, and I think I've changed some of the settings or something. I'm just looking at the mic as I adjust it. All right, hopefully it's not too crazy or anything. But so what I was saying is, yeah, I think if the reader has 540, it's gonna be hard for them to take that 540 and like, yeah, the only thing I can think of is if like you subtract 100 over and over. No, that's too awkward. I mean, they could, yeah, no, like storing in their T register parts of it or something. Like divide it by 100 and store. Is there a way I could get it to work? Cause like, I'm not sure if that would necessarily be better. It might be, but like, cause if I do like modulus, and I say like 540. Well, well, if I say 540 divided by 100, I think it would give me 5. And then I would want to go to 805. Yeah. Oh man, I'm not sure still. Would it be easier? Because it, like, let's say I did 540 divided by 100. I got 5. Then I need to really say go to 805, so I kind of need to add 800 to that, which is like doable, I guess, and say link there, and then grab, and then there'd be a, yeah. So because if I have 540 here and I say divide it by 100 and put that in T, that's where I would get 5 from. And then I would probably say like do this modulo. Wait, how does that work? Oh, because then I would have to say like, ooh. I can't say like things like this, can I? Like 2 times 10 and then that's like 20. But can I do that? Like, can I say like, 2 times x or whatever? I don't know. Wait, I just want to see like what. It's probably just saying doesn't make sense. Yeah. Because I'll have 540 here and 5 there. Oh, I guess I could say, no. Because I was going to say, like, add 800 of that, link here. But then I have 805 and 540. Now I want to get... Yeah, because if I say, like, divide it by 10, it'd come out to, like, 54. I guess I could say divide that by 10 again. Because Because what other way could you do it? 540. Yeah, I mean, I guess that works. Maybe I'll just do it that way. Alright, so they make their own. Like, I think it'll work, and I think this is actually less complicated than having this person here do all that and then sending out value after value in a specific way. I think it's easier just to have them, because they have the 2 registers right there with them. I don't need the T register right now. I don't think I'll need it. Yeah, no, it should be totally fine. So, okay, so I make that, and then I should copy M to X. So 540 is in the X register. And now what I'm going to say is, I think I say divvy X by 100, store that in T, so that'll be 5 stored in T, and then addy 800 to T, and then and then store that in T, and then link to T. So just to see if this is working. Boop. Boop. Good, there was room and everything. And now this guy's, he found it. Start copying 540 in. Now the problem is it's gonna start doing weird stuff with one of them, but whatever. But then this guy copies that in. Yep, we get 5 in there. We add that. Get 805. And then we link there. Okay, cool. So that looked good. So far, so good. And now we have 540, 805. So I think now, weirdly, I would say like divvy. Wait, divide X by 100 stored in T, because then I get 5. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I have to. And then I would say like divvy X by. Yeah, see, it's like this is the kind of weird thing in that it's like because I added 800 to that, I can't just say like, because originally I was thinking I'd do something like subtract 5 times 100, or 100 times whatever that value is in the T register. And that's where I want, like, let me just see if I say something like 2 times X. I don't know, see, it doesn't understand. I don't think that you can do something like that as far as I know. Yeah, I don't think that's a thing. I don't even think you can say, like, plus, like, it's not. Yeah, no, okay. I don't think so, at least unless I've completely forgotten what I'm doing here. But, yeah. Well, I mean, that would, so, I mean, even if I had that 5, linking there, link to, I don't know. I think I'll just do it this way. So I'll divide X by 100, store it in T, so now we're just have 5 again, basically. I mean, I could also just subtract 800 from it. It doesn't really matter, but I'm just doing it this way. And then, or wait, no, sorry, I don't want to do that. Divide it by 10, store in T, so I have 54, but I want that 4, so now I would just have to say divide X by 10, divide T by 10 and store it in T. And now I want to, and this is where actually, wait, 54. I guess, should I store that 54 in X? Because that gets both, oh wait, no, I need the 4 and the 0, right? So yeah, dividing it by 10 just chops off the hundreds place, basically. 540 becomes 54, 319. Oh wait, no. If I divide 319 by 10, that would be, I think it would give me 31. Wait, how do I get the middle value here? So let me just make sure I'm thinking about about this, right? Let me think about it with 319. So oh yeah, if I divide x by 100. Oh, I want the modulo thing here. I think that's what I want. Oh, so should I say like something like divide x by 100, store it in t, and then like modulo x by 100, store it in x? I guess I could say that. So then I have 54 in x, and then I'm going to 805, so I have to say like add 5 to 800. Because I can't say like link to t plus 800, unfortunately, or something. So yeah, so add 5 to 800, store in t, so it's 805, then link to t. And now I have that 54 in x, which is good, because, or no, sorry, I'll have the 40 in x is what I meant to say, because, yeah, sorry, but anyway, that's the right thing. I'll have 40 in x, and now I just want to say divide x by 10, store it in t, and then again I have to say like add, or well here, well I'll say again like modulo x with 10, store in x, and then add so I'll have 4 in the t register, but I want to pick up file 204, so then I'll say add t 200, store in t, and then grab t, and then now, okay, let me just make sure it's working up to this point. Cannot move this file. What happened there? Or, oh, I think it was just that one dying. Okay, divide. Yeah, we have 4. Yeah, and that's 0, because that's just the case for this one. 204. Cannot grab a second file. Oh, so they shouldn't have made it already, I guess. Okay, fair enough. Oh, wait. Wait. But if they're the one... Hold on, what I should do here, let me just do something to make sure this guy's... What's the easiest... I keep forgetting what the easiest way is. I guess I'll just say, like... I'll just say jump. Press. Even though, like, that's, like, kind of getting the point. But anyway, so... I just realized, like... They have to grab that... and read a bunch of things off. If they're reading it... I think I'll need another bot to just be writing it all down. But this guy's not really doing anything at the moment. Except for, well, but he's holding on to that, so yeah, he'll need to do that. So, yeah, because this reader bot is gonna have to send these out somewhere. So I think I'll already need the writer bot. Yeah, the writer bot is gonna... Yeah, actually, that's what it is. The writer bot should already be made and should be the one putting this all into a file. Okay, yeah. No, actually, it's still... I think I just forgot what I was doing. So, but where do I make the writer bot? I guess I make it... I think the easiest way to do it is, like, the speaker makes the reader makes the writer. Well, that sounds like... I don't know, metaphorical or something. But I think that's best, because then I can say like link -1. The writer can just be waiting out here for their first assignment. So yeah, I'll say replicate writer. And then way down here, mark writer. And the writer makes a file and just waits a bit. So I'll just say, well, actually, they're going to be wanting to copy in. Oh, so now what I'm thinking is the global thing is a little bit annoying, but so there's one way to get around it is I could actually, let me just see if I can even do this. Can I take a file out of a drive? Is that a thing? Let me just say copy one, or I don't know. I wish there was just like a don't do anything, just freeze command, but I don't actually know of one. I'll just say this. Mark 1, jump 1, whatever. I just want to see, is this allowed? Oh, wait. Cannot move this file. Alright, yeah, didn't think so. So that's not an option. So they will need to communicate those outside, and if I can't assume that the writer can get in the same host, because if it's this one, it would be too crowded. This one would have, you know, that on the floor and this person there, and then there's just not room for another bot, unless I left 300 outside. But anyway, then they would be in the same. Yeah, no, that's just a mess. So I think what I need is for the speaker to somehow know when to send out the next. Oh, I think so. Oh no, how's that gonna work? Shoot, that's actually kind of tricky. Because the speaker is just gonna want to keep sending out the chunk addresses, but at some point the reader is gonna want to tell the writer all the genetic data, and they might not be able to go in the same host. But even if they were, you know, maybe I should leave file 300 outside, because then I think if I set speaker to always be global, I could get this to work. But the only annoying thing with this is it would mean that I would need the writer to follow along with the reader everywhere. Oh wait, no, why don't I just set, oh, I know, I'll just set oh wait, no, so if I set the speaker to local, actually that kind of works. I could set speaker to local and then have the bot return there when they need to talk with it. Is that really the best way to do it? Seems like a lot of extra steps if I do it that way. But it would be way more steps if the writer would have to follow along with the reader everywhere to communicate locally. So I don't think I want that. I mean, the writer has the ability to move everywhere because they're just holding their own file. They're not holding a file that can't leave its host. But for some reason, would I want the writer to follow the reader everywhere? That would mean linking to the same one every time. I just don't like that. The alternative isn't that great though. It's like I have the reader go in, read off 10 values, and then they need to leave, go back here and say, hey, you can tell me the next one. All right, now I know the next one. I'll head there. And then so on. I just can't think of a better way to do it because the whole global mix-up. And the writer following is just too annoying, I think. Yeah, I think I'll just do it like that. So I'm gonna make it so that the speaker only communicates locally. So I think I want to say before they replicate the reader, I'll just do it right here then, I guess. They'll switch to, or actually I don't need to say mode because I can just start them on local. But they'll start on local, and I'll also make it so that you have to copy M to X before you can leave. And then we'll switch modes. Then we'll leave and make the writer and reader are both global. And actually here, let me just want to do this just to make it more clear to myself that we're leaving. Now we're in global mode. Yeah, okay. So like he's like trying to talk. Speaker's trying to talk to someone, but no one's there. Meanwhile, the reader's navigating to the right file, picks it up, and then after they pick it up, they have to find the right line and the right offset or whatever, and then finally they'll communicate those out globally. The alternative is I have the writer follow the reader everywhere. But if I do it like this, they just communicate globally, then he would drop that, leave, pop back in here, get another value, pop back out, and so on. I think that might actually be good because then there's this kind of like returning here thing. I think I'll stick with this. I feel like neither of them are that great, and maybe there's a even better way to do it, but I can't think of it. Alright, so grab T, and now we need to do the offset thing. The offset should just be this and X now. So but I do need to like offset by 40, is it, I guess? Because if it was 0, I'd offset by 0. If it was 1, I'd offset by 10. Yeah. So now, or wait, no, sorry. Well, it's gonna be 0, so I'll offset by 0. But if it was 5 or something, I'll offset by 50. So I do need to take that number that's an X, multiply it by 10, and put it somewhere. Yeah. Oh, I'm just thinking because I'll need to read off exactly 10 values and then stop. I think I'm going to put 10. So I'm going to say copy 10 to T. And then I'm going to say multiply X by T. It doesn't really matter. I could actually just say multiply X by 10 and store it in X. And then I want to seek X. But then this is where I would make a loop and I just do a countdown and I jump out of the loop when that's 0. Alright, so this is just mark. I'll say read loop, R loop. Yeah, I'll just say R loop. And then we, yeah, I mean, there's not really a better way to do. Okay, I'm fine with this. And then we'll say copy F to M, and then if we have a false value in T, which is if we have a 0 in T, we'll leave this loop. So actually, I guess I would say T jump R loop, R loop. And once it's false, we'll leave that loop, and the first thing we'll have to do is go back here, get the next value, and so on. But let me just make sure this is so. They made a file, and now they're gonna just be waiting for the signal. Once they get it, they're gonna copy. It's funny because they just have to keep copying values until they can't anymore. So I'm wondering if I should just do the thing where it's like, yeah, I think I should just do the test MRD thing, because I don't want to have to do a weird countdown. So copy M into F and test MRD. See, this is if this exit could read from another exit without pausing, set the T register to 1, otherwise set the T register to 0. I might have to add a noop in there or something. But, oh, and then, so I guess I would also say, like, you know, mark right loop, W loop, and then, test MRD, and then T jump, W loop. And let's just see if this even works. So where's my writer guy? He hasn't been made yet. Okay, so he makes his own file. He's just waiting for stuff. He's on global. That's good. They're picking that up. Okay, we're still here. Let's see. Boom. Test MRD. Ah, okay. So I think I need to add a noop. See if, let me just hit play and see. Yeah, look, that was good. Oh, why didn't he stop? Wait, what? There we go. We didn't seek at all. Oh shoot, I forgot it. I didn't even write down. Copy F into M, subtract T by 1, stored in T, and then do that. So I think I'll probably need another noop. Yeah. Nice, that looks good. Okay. Cool. Another drink of water. Okay. So when the writer is done writing those all in, he's just gonna actually like wait till he can write more in. So I'm kind of wondering, like, when is the writer gonna know that they're done? Should I just have like maybe I should just have 100 countdown actually, now that I think about it, because like why wait for some weird signal? Yeah, that's gonna be too awkward. I guess I could kill the bot, steal the file. Wait, would that? Could I kill the writer bot, steal that file that they made, and then no, because like the writer bot is gonna have all that information. Yeah, and they're gonna need to communicate it, so they actually do need to like shift modes at some point. So I think if they shift modes, the easiest way to do that is just have 100 countdown actually. So I don't think I would actually do this test MRD thing, I think I would just have 100 countdown. This is kind of funny, but I think this is the best way to do it. So yeah, like make copy 100 into T, and then copy that in, and then subtract 1 or T by 1 stored in T, and then as long as that's not 0, we got to keep going. Once it's 0, finally their job will switch. But they're good for now. Or well, I keep pointing at them, but it's the writer's good for now. And now I want to go back to the reader. So once they're out of that read loop, they've said the 10 values, they have to hop back here and get a new thing. So I'll say link -1, link 801, and now they need to get another local value, so they switch modes, and let's see, I think, and then it continues off from there, copy M to X and so on. Let me see. I mean, they need to end at some point too, but I just want to see if this works. Oh, what happened there? Wait. Oh, you know what? I gotta not hit play. Wait, what? Why is it like... There we go. Alright, so... Whatever. They're just going through those. Now... Copy that. That should be the last one. Subtract. Out of the loop. Oh, I forgot I have to drop. I see. Yeah. So I gotta say drop. And then, or I just say drop, right? Yeah. Drop and then do all that. Okay. Ooh, this is looking good. Whoa, wait a second. Oh, right. We don't want to replicate every single time. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay, okay, so yeah, it should be after replicate writer. That's funny, but I guess that's whatever. I'll just keep it like that. So mark reading. Sure, I'm so bad at naming things. So they switch modes, and then they have to copy M to X. It's basically just the same thing as up here. Link -1, switch modes, but don't replicate writer. So now I think you can say jump to reading, but again, that loop is gonna have to end at some point, but I'll figure that out later. Cool. Should be yeah, look at that. Woo. That's getting close to 0. Alright, so last ones. Boom. And actually, okay, so this guy's done now. He'll die, which isn't great, but because I still think I just want him to just read out the values that he's holding. There's not really a reason why someone would take that file from him. Okay, but this spot, the reader, now is heading over here, switching modes to local, but at this point, you know, they have a representative's name in there, so the speaker... So, what should we do here? Like, I feel like I want the speaker to only read out 10 values, and then once they are done with that, they should put that file down, pick that file up, and and read the, Senator Walker Kane Jr. Find them in file 3. Or, well, I guess they have to get the name Senator Walker Jr. Which, could I have stored that in T, actually, now that I think about it? No, because I have to test, yeah. Test. Yeah, no, I can't do that, unfortunately. And the president isn't always the first. Wait, just to check. No, the president is okay. So yeah, I think I want the speaker to only do the first 10, then drop this file, get this one, get the second name, go back here, find Senator Walker Kane Jr., and then they need to read off 10 more things. And I think they'll just read off those 10 things to the reader. But the weird thing is the reader will become a writer, more of a person. Anyway, whatever. It's silly names for all these. But, yeah, the reader, because they'll be free to run around picking up files, changing the information in them using the writer's, the values in that file that the writer made. So I think the speaker should have a countdown first of all. So so we copy F to M, but then I want to say, like, this will be the subtract T by 1 stored in T thing. So mark president. But so this is a little weird, but it's like I have to say test until you jump here. Or no, wait, what? Mark speaker test if that. Oh yeah, because it's jumping through that, but seeking a bunch of times. Once it's done seeking and done using the T register, it's gonna go here, and then I think I'll have to say, like, copy 10 to T, and then mark and the real, like, P loop, I guess. Loop. That's the best word ever. And then jump loop. Or, well, it won't be jump loop. It'll be T jump loop. And that will make it so that once they've sent out the 10 chunk addresses, they're now gonna and this is where I think it could get weird, because if the last chunk was in here, this might not work, so I might have to readjust this, unfortunately. But the next thing I would want them to do is drop that file, grab file 300, seek one, not seke, seek one, copy the Senator Walker Kane Jr., that name, into X. I think I can just wipe that file, is that so? Delete currently. Yeah, I'm gonna say wipe, because we're done with that now. And then they need to grab file 200 again. See, this is like the annoying thing, is I wish I could have just had that name kept somewhere, but I can't because I had to do the test and I had to hold it in X. It just wasn't gonna work. There's no way I could do that, I don't think. Not that I can think of. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Anyway, so grab 200 and then basically do the same thing as here, but I'm gonna want it to be a different loop, separate thing, not just like returning back there, because that would be a mess. So I'll say mark speaker 2 test if X equals F, and then T jump out to senator. Um, if not, then you seek 10 and we jump speaker 2. And then we say senator thing. So once they get to the senator, now there's 10 more values. So this is like, it is almost like the same thing. Do I just want it to be the same and then just like have them get killed off at some point? Maybe I do. It's so the same. Maybe I do want to do that. Shoot, I guess maybe I do. It's so similar that I feel like I do want to do that. So grab file 200, and then I think I can just say jump speaker. Weirdly. I think it'll be okay in the long run. Now, I think there might be a traffic jam there, which is unfortunate in some situations. So I might need to actually like leave file 300 out and have them go out and back in or something weird like that. But this guy that's running around getting all those values, what's his next deal? He's gonna be the one writing all. So let's see. Yeah, you're doing your thing. Oh yeah, you had the 100 countdown and then done. Or no, were you the 100 one? I forget how you work. But anyway, whatever. Now you link out, link 801. Oh yeah, but see, you're switching modes and you're like expecting to talk with this guy. But XA is already, or no, wait, oh no, there's one more, whoops. Well anyway, now he's, wait, why is he, why does it say copy FM? Hold on, what happened there? Because it should have been copy that in, subtract by 1. And then as we go through it, it should have been like that, you know, 9 are, oh, somehow that number is off. Copy F to M. Subtract and then jump there. Why does it seem like I want that number to be like 9 or something instead? Because like they're making their way through this 5, 4, 3, 2, but they still have president. It's so weird that they still have that there. Yeah, I think I want it to be 9. I'm not really sure why, but I think that would allow it to actually work. 2, 1, and then finally when they send the last thing out, which they will in a second. Yep, they're out, so they can drop that and see. Oh, actually, maybe the timing works. And then grab that seek. So they're seeking there, copying the senator's name and wiping that file because we don't need it anymore. Grabbing 200 again. And then they jump all the way back up to here, where they're gonna look for the name. It's taking them a while, but they're gonna do it. And then there we go. And now they found 528, and they're just gonna redo that. But now the weird thing is, after this guy's sending all the data, which he's still in the process of doing, it looks like. Actually, what is happening? Oh yeah, they're just copying the last ones. Drop that. So they think, wait. Oh wait, no, there's still, yeah, they still have to get that. Oh wait, no, what? That was, wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What? Wait, I'm so confused. What happened? Is it because of this? Or like, why are they only writing down... Getting lost. Okay, so... Yeah, that 540. Sent that there. They went, made that guy. They made their own file. They're navigating 5, 204, and they're reading out the 10 values. And then this guy should have, let me do this. God, there's so much stuff. Yeah, and then they have 90 written down. Meanwhile, you gotta switch there, copy that in, change your mode to local or global, go back here, you're doing a bunch of calculations, get to the next file that you pick up and navigate to the right spot for, then copy all of those down. I mean, this is looking fine. Like, I think that works, but then this guy, like, he's doing all this. He's waiting to send out 338. He's waiting to send out 115. Oh, I think I just misinterpreted that. I see now. Yeah, because he hasn't actually copied that. He's waiting to send out 231. Oh, I see, I see. Oh, it was the right number. It was, yeah, it should have been 10. I was just confused by how it was set up. Okay, so blah, blah, blah. Yep, and like it's, even though the highlight, it's that word is highlighted, we're not actually reading from that just yet. Okay. So, almost. And then you're out of there, dropping that, grabbing that, getting the senator's name, wiping that file, we don't need it, picking that back up, jumping here, and hunting down Senator Walker Kane Jr.'s chunks. We have it. Right down to, I mean, it doesn't really matter what we're doing with that, but we have 528. So now this guy, so this guy's just about completing the 100th value. And he's out of there now, but he's out. I didn't write any instructions, so he just dies right now. Then this one's just leaving, thinking I'll just go back here and see what's next for me to send out. But they don't want to send out stuff anymore. They want to. I want them to. So it's like their job needs to end at some point. So maybe, and they're kind of stuck in a mindless loop. Oh, maybe I should have it so that they so that this bot waits for them to get there and then they kill them and then they continue on. But how would they? How could I kill off that bot? What's the best way to do that? Because, like, I think the problem with the reader bot is that it's kind of just going to be stuck in its loop, and it's not really going to know how to get out because it has too many registers that it needs to use, so it's not like I can save some sort of information somewhere to signal when that loop should be over. So I think yeah, it's kind of a shame, but yeah, I think I'll have to kill them off. But how do I do that? Because, like, if I send out a kill command, terminate another X on the same host as the X that prioritizing X is created by the same user. If there's more than one so, like, what if I say kill and no one's there? Does it wait to kill? I want to see. So, like, if I say this, basically, I just want to know what happens. And I'm just going to, like, okay, so they said kill. There's no one to kill, so I just kept going. They could send out, like, I just want to see, what if they do this? Like, copy 0 to M, just as like a fake value, right? So they're waiting for them to come in, and they're just sending out that last few lines, and then they copy that over, but then they kill. But it's not. He leaves so fast that it doesn't work. Okay. How would I do that? Oh, you know what? Maybe instead of this guy killing, I could have the rider kill. Maybe. Yeah. So let me just try this. Actually, I don't know what the timing is here. That's probably not right, but oh, he said. Oh yeah. Oh, but if I just wait a couple. Oh, that could work. Actually, it looks like. So let's say nope. Countdown to killing the other bot, and then and then it was off by one. So I wonder if there's timing for this, or if it's impossible. I think it should be possible. No, wait. Oh, you can't? Because the other bot is like just linking in and linking out or something. They don't hang around for long enough. Wow, what? I'm surprised. I thought that should have been possible. He's like, I'll kill you. Or, it's not instant, right? It's not like if I do it instantly it would work. Would it? I think that was the first thing I tried though. No, yeah, it's not working. But obviously, like, 1 didn't work and 2 would be like 2 delayed, right? Yeah, they just don't hang around long enough to be killed. Okay, so the rider can't kill the reader. Probably at all. That's not gonna work. So it's up for the speaker to do it. Because otherwise, I don't know how. Because, like, the reader just keeps running around thinking they have more stuff to do, more genetic data to send out, but really someone needs to start overwriting genetic data stuff. So if they can't switch their jobs, which I don't know of a way I can do that. Okay, there is one thing actually. because the first thing they do when they get in here is they take in a value and then they go out. Why don't I just have it if they take in like 0? Because 0 is impossible. Yeah, if they take in 0, I'll just do a quick test and say, oh shoot, yeah, I'm changing jobs now. Okay, actually that will work. That'll work. So let's see, they do all this stuff. Let me just blah blah blah. Yeah, they link here, and then they switch modes. They copy that into X, so that's just there permanently, and then they can just test that. They have nothing important in T at the moment. Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. So that'll work. So they copy M into X. So that means I should actually have, before you jump to speaker, you're gonna, yeah, I'm gonna want you, so before you even find the right value to send out, I'm just gonna have you copy 0 to M. And the reader, when they're back here and they switch modes and they copy that M value to X, before, I think I'll do it, yeah, before they leave, I'm gonna say, actually I'll just say, I'll say F jump. Oh no, because I was thinking I would store in T, but obviously I'm not gonna do that. Because I'll want it in X. Yes. So yeah. Huh. That's kind of weird. It's like, I guess if I thought ahead, I might have been able to store it in T and use X for another thing, but whatever. I'll just say test if X equals 0. And if it does, then I'm getting out of there. And this is where it'll be like overwrite. The reader becomes the overwriter. I don't know. And then they change jobs. But if it's not, then they just go on. Oh wait, no. So wait, if test if it equals 0, so it would be T jump overwriter. Yeah. Mark overwriter. So the overwriter now, they're like, oh shoot, I'm doing that. So now I have to wait for, this is a whole new thing, kind of. I mean, yeah, there's gonna be a lot that's actually pretty similar, which is annoying, right? It's like all of this is the same, but instead of an R loop, instead of a reading loop where they would be sending stuff out, they'd want to be writing stuff in. But I can't really like say do this, but then don't do what you normally do after that. Like, I can't think of like a good way. So I'm just not gonna overthink it for now. I'm just gonna reuse all that stuff. Oh wait, so first they would have to copy, I mean actually it'd be a lot of this, it'd be like this, but instead of reader, it's overwriter. And they don't need to replicate anything, and I'll call that overwriting. And so that, and then after that it'll be mark O loop, the overwrite loop, which, so like they find the right line and everything, and then they are now gonna get values from the writer and post them in there. So the writer, once they're realize they're out of that loop, they're just gonna want to seek all the way back to the start of the file with the 100 values and just start really copying them all out until they can't anymore. I guess I could do a test end of file. Yeah, I think I'll do a test end of file. So copy F to M. I guess I think they're already on the right mode. Are they? Yeah, they should be on the right mode and everything. And then so they copy F to M. Yeah, it's so much of this is going to be the same. It's kind of annoying. Whatever. There's probably some way you could make this a lot better. Also, there's like, is that like a size limit, or no? That's just for the histogram. Because I'm like feeling I'm gonna get close, but I think I won't actually hit it. So copy F into M, and then test end of file. If they're at the end of file, if they're not at the end of file, just go back and say mark W loop 2, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. I'll say like they're the teller. God, I'm so bad at naming. They're telling all these things, so now they're the teller, because they're not a writer anymore. I don't know. Why do I have to make it like this? So, but if they're out of there, then they should basically just wipe that file. Yeah. Okay, so the overwriter, the O loop is gonna be, it's gonna be, instead of reading out 10 values, so copy F. Yeah, so it should be pretty similar to this, but it's gonna be copy M to F, and then subtract 1 from T and put it back there, and then if you're still if it's still a positive value, or if it's still not 0, then jump back. Once it becomes 0, I think we're basically doing a lot of this. We're dropping the file, linking back, linking 801, switching modes, copying that value in, and then I think again I would probably have a check of some sort. But like it'll be so I don't know what that will be yet. I guess it'll be like T jump done or whatever. I'll figure that out. But if not, they link, and then they're gonna jump to overwriting. Yeah. Okay, so, and then once they're done, yeah, okay, so once they're done, it'll just be like mark done. Oops. They'll be in there with that other one, so they'll just say kill and hold. That's it. Let's see, I don't know if this will work, but I have some hopes that it might. Maybe. It's very slow. That's the thing. I don't even know where we are at. Like, what section are we on? I have no idea. Are we copying the values in? I think we are. Oh, hey. Okay, so that guy didn't die, but otherwise we're good. So what is he copying? Oh, why didn't the kill work? Let me jump to here. Oh wait, that wasn't even the original. Let me do this, just because it doesn't let me. Wait, what? Also, wait, why are you continuing? Like, can you just jump there and not continue? Like, look, what is it doing? I don't want you to continue. I'm just saying, like, jump to there and don't show anything past that. What? What are you doing? Stop doing that. I can't. Whatever. I don't know. Like, I'll just do this and then pause it when it. Okay, so I need to pause it a little. earlier. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so like you're okay, yeah, they're copying in all the. So I think the easiest way to look is probably see where this guy. Yeah. He's still telling all those, and then all the next. Ah, or he's waiting, I guess. Yeah. Oh god, so messy. Oh, that guy's already dead? Is that right? Okay. Oh, so then maybe... like that guy's... yeah, that guy's dead. This is the only one left now. Ah, I see, but they're waiting to... ah, I think I get it. So... what happened here? Was it that you were done? Yeah, this is him finding the senator thing. But I thought it was supposed to be... oh, you know, I think it tried to... it tried to read another value in, or what happened there? Oh, because it tried to grab 300. I think that's what happened. And so them trying to get a value, I'm just thinking. Yeah, I want... so maybe what I'll do is... shoot. Because it's the grab 300 that's the issue. Because file 300 isn't going to be there anymore. So maybe... maybe instead of wipe, maybe I should just say drop there and then... so that the second time they get to that, they drop it, grab 200, copying that in. And now we're just waiting for them to get over. They kill and... oh, but... oh, okay, so okay, so they should kill and then they have to wipe that 300 file. So let me just see this. I'm almost there, but... okay, so they drop 300. I really do want that to be wiped, though. But so that... wait, why? Wait, no, now I'm confused. If I say wipe here, what's the problem? They wipe that, copying 0 into M. Oh, but when they have to grab 300, that's the issue. I see, because there is no 300 to grab, and then they die. Yeah, so, okay, so then I do just drop it, and then they do all their stuff, and then now I'm waiting for... they get here, they drop that, they grab that, they seek to whatever, doesn't matter, but they're... importantly, they send out 0 locally when this guy gets here in a moment. sent that 0 signal over, which told this guy that they're done. He kills him, but I think before, either before we do kill or before we do, well, actually, I'm just curious. No, he's back there. Okay, I don't know what happened. But yeah, I think before we do halt, I just need to say grab and wipe or something. Yeah, I'll just do that. Grab 300, wipe, halt. Okay. Yeah, I think it should work for everything. Oh man, these are such big projects. Like, I know in a lot of Zachtronics games this is how it goes, but I feel like with last Call BBS, this only happened for like the hardest of the hardest levels. It felt like a massive project. Wow, my size is actually, what? How is the size actually decent? I feel like there were so many things that I like kind of, like I could have, like I basically did the same thing again. So I could have reused a lot of the code from before. That's surprising. Wow. I thought that was going to be my worst. That actually isn't that bad on cycles. And activity's bad, but it seems like a lot of people did a similar method to me. Okay. Wow. I'm happy with that. Wow, are you seeing this? After the information was released, the senator simply admitted to being a clone of the president. I guess you were just setting it back to the way it was before. Processing, still processing. That's quite the coincidence. Not very realistic if you ask me. What is going on? Wait, what? Are they saying like the senator is a clone? No idea. I'm starting to see a pattern, but I'll need more data to be sure. It does fit in with my theory in a strange way, but I should wait for more evidence before I say anything. Alright, something's going on. Oh, look at the news. Look at the news right now. I was right. Politicians are clones. Wild. Sounds like they've been cloning themselves for a while now. It's like that story in Trash World. Fiction can't even keep up with reality anymore. Why is that a big deal? I don't care. Dude, politicons cloning themselves. That's nuts. You should be angry. They're all the same anyway. Alright. Wow. Well, let's see, how long did that take to do that one? A good hour and a half or so. Jesus. I mean, when are these gonna get... Like, have I reached the difficulty limit, or... Is it just gonna get harder? Anyway, there's no way I'm gonna do another right now, so... Thanks if you watched that one, and I'll see you for the next